All right, what's up, Flavourmag faithful? I always look at the mic, like, for some
Dude,
reason when I'm talking. I need
you're
to stop
not.
doing that.
I get you. It's distracting.
Exactly.
Like,
what's up, Flavourmag faithful? Right now, I'm joined by Dylan O'Brien. What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man.
You good?
Yeah, you're so cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm just relaxed. I'm not actually a journo. I'm more of a presenter. But
Cool,
you
man.
do what you have to do.
Sweet.
All right. At Flavourmag, we play games.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get into the film. We'll do that. But we're going to play a game first. It's called How Well Do You Know Your Co-Star?
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to ask you about Kaya. She
Okay.
answered some questions about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was quite funny. So we're going to ask you some questions about her and then see how much you know about her. All right. Who did Kaya support during the World Cup? You know what the World Cup is, right?
Yeah, Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Both Brazil and England.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that.
True.
Half a point. No, I'll give you the whole
But
point.
I think the trick answer there is Brazil, because, like, you know, she grew up in England. She obviously supports England, but, like, she's Brazilian as well. So.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Damn, I know Kaya. All right, cool.
All right, we're going to the second one.
Yeah.
What two festivals did Kaya go to this summer?
Oh, man. I don't think I know this.
They're in the UK, so it's a bit hard.
They are, huh? It wasn't one this weekend, too?
Yeah, just gone.
Not bad. I get, like, half a point. Half a point there. I don't know. It was a festival.
It's called V Festival, so technically,
no way.
I'll give you half a point. We'll
add
that to your point before, and you got a whole point now.
Not bad.
And the other one was wireless. All right, let's go for our third question.
Yeah.
You're doing all right. You got half points there.
Not bad.
Kaya is known for being in Skins.
Yeah.
What UK television network did Skins come on?
Oh, man.
I know these are pretty hard.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I only know, like, one network, Sky.
Okay, it ends in 4, and the first part is a letter. So just guess a letter.
V.
No, it's E4.
E4.
It's E4. All right, we'll get on to the last question before we go into the film questions.
Damn.
True or false?
Yeah.
Kaya said in an interview, I fart a lot.
Yeah. True. Yeah, 100%.
Did she do it on set?
Oh, yeah.
All the time?
Not like an excessive amount. A very regular, natural amount.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about the Maze Runner.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Maze Runner now. Amazing film, honestly.
Thanks, man.
Sometimes I go to press junkets and I just tell people films are amazing, just to be nice.
Right.
But this one is actually amazing.
Oh, so cool.
I 100% mean it.
Thanks. That's really
what was
cool.
it like playing your character? I mean, it was very physical, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, you know, and it was challenging in a really cool way. It was something I'd never got to do before like that, you know. It was an honor, really, you know. It was really cool. It's sort of like, you know, I think there's certain things that you experience sometimes as an actor that you look back to and you would just really appreciate as a kid, and you have to, like, acknowledge that a little bit, because I think it would have been really cool as a kid for me to know that I was gonna, like, play a character in a book, you know, one day. Like, that's awesome, you know. I don't know. So stuff like that. Did you read the book
beforehand, or?
I started to, yeah, and then I stopped because I was getting confused. And we're jumping right into production. And then I finished it afterwards. Yeah, I muddied up, like, one thing that we weren't doing in the movie, and that freaked me out.
So why do you think Thomas was just so curious about the maze? Because you know the old saying, curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah,
or in this case,
killed the Thomas.
Reaper.
Yeah, or right.
Yeah. Why was he so curious?
I don't know. That's just, you know, a quality he has that sort of just stands out from everyone else. I think it stems from him being really aware that the fear could paralyze him, and wanting to counteract that, and ask the questions that no one was asking, you know, but
and he was
had to
having
be on
dreams,
everyone's
wasn't
mind.
he?
Yeah.
Of when he actually worked.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and so then there's, like, there's a little bit of that in there, you know. I think maybe, you know, even though he doesn't remember, you know, he's really he's smart, and that's man. Now I'm gonna get into, like, spoilers and stuff. All right, let's just move on.
all right. Before we wrap things up, because we're getting to the end of the interview, I just want to ask you, off topic, why are Mets better than the Yankees?
Because it is not fair to have over $200 million to field a baseball team, and it's sickening.
Okay.
Is why.
Yeah.
But they're not better. The Yankees are better. The Yankees are always better.
Okay.
Technically, but, you know, the Mets have a squad of homegrown players, and I'm so glad that they're into that, you know, phase now, because for so long we were run by GMs who would try to operate like we were the Yankees and we had all this money, and we were sort of in the middle, you know. And
you get very educated now.
Right, yeah. Owners went bankrupt. Now we operate like the Oakland A's, and that's the way that it should be, because baseball players are completely overpaid for.
Dylan, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you were the man. This was awesome.
Craig Mitch, Flavourmag. Cheers.
Thanks.